Welcome back again, and we're still with our Excel file. And in today's tutorial, we're going to look at what we call or how we can create an invoice and a ledger. Okay, as our friend requested here, he wanted to know how to create both of them, but we shall go step by step and to see how to create one, and make sure you move with me till the end so that you can advance or learn something into the Excel. Now, as you can see on my screen, I created my simple invoice here. Okay, but before we get into that, let's first see the difference between an invoice and a business ledger. Now, an invoice itself, it's it is a request for a payment sent to a specific customer, while a ledger is a master internal record that track your entire business income over time. In this, what do I mean with this? It's like an invoice requests payment for a specific transaction, whereas a ledger, this tracks your performance across all your business transactions. Okay, now we're gonna see step by step on how to create one. Make sure you move with me till the end. So, as you can see here on my screen, I created my simple invoice, okay, whereby it has my company information here, okay, my company information, the company information to whom I'm sending it to, the invoice number, the invoice date, and the due date, okay. And down here, I have my description on the products he or she he ordered, okay, and I have their quantities on the numbers he wanted and their unit price, the price per each product, the cost of it, and there is my taxes here, whereby each product it has its tax or it's the same tax within it, and I have my totals, exclusive tax, like without tax. I was like, okay. Now down here, I set my subtotal, this total without tax, and I have my total tax here, and I have the total altogether including tax. And down here there is my payment information, whereby he will transfer the money to this account, okay, my business account. And down here I try to put some comment like a thank you for your work or for your business. You can as well put whichever you like. Now let's move step by step and we see how we can generate one. Okay, now first of all you need to have three sheets like me. One for the invoice, where you're going to make your invoice from. Two, the customized information to make your work easy and fast. And three, the products within your business, the products they are ordering. As you can see now here, I have my sheet for products, whereby I have my product name here and their unit price, the price for each product. And within here, there is my customers' information, their company name, their address, the first address, their second address, and their contacts, the emails ID, as you can see. So I advise you, if you want to improve or to learn with me, just be with two sheets with you inside your Excel workbook. Okay, the invoice, customers, table, and product. And one more thing, if you have your customers and the product sheet, make sure you format them into a table. Just click anywhere here, you press Ctrl T, okay, and definitely it will be formatted into a table. Mine is already in a table, as you can see. And make sure when you format it in the table, you go up here, then you name your table. In the table name, just go in the ribbon menu, table designs. Under here there is table name, then you write the table name. As you can see, mine is product table. Even here, my customers is already named as a customer table, so it will be easy for you to generate an invoice. So let's dig down and see. As you can see, I already put my information here. As well as you can put whichever information. I just copy and paste this information. I just have my company's information and the bill to some invoice date. You can also as well as write them and format them easy. And I have my headers here. As you can see, I have my totals here, and I have my payment information down here, and the comment as well. So we shall first fill this as our the address to where we're going to send our products. Okay, so we shall begin with this box here down here. I hope you're following. Okay, now in this box I would like to create a drop down list so that it's easy for me. I just click any company inside the list, then I get the information here down here. So in this, I'll just click on here, then I go to the ribbon menu. Under data tabs, I click data validation, then I'll click my list, then under my source, I'll come to my customers sheet here, my customers table. So under my list, I'll paste my customers company names. I'll just select that, then I drag it all the way down, then I click OK. Now as you can see, we have our drop down list. When I click that, the name comes up already. When I click the next one, it will appear definitely. So in the next cell, I would like to see their first address, and in the next one, the second one, and their contact information like the email address. So here you can use the VLOOKUP, you can use the XLOOKUP, match, and anything, any lookup value. Now me, I'll use the VLOOKUP. Okay, I just press equals, I click the VLOOKUP, it will pop here. I'll double click it here. Now it will ask me for the lookup value. I'll select I want to look up this value here within my table. Then I click, I press a comma there. Then it will ask me the table area where it will look for this value you want to look. So within here, I'll just type my customized table. As you can see, it already popped. Remember, I told you format your two sheets into table and you name it them so that it's easy for you to generate an invoice. So I'll just double click here on my customized table. Then I'll click a comma there. Then Excel index, which cell it will look into. Then I'll press, it will be cell number 2, the column number 2. Okay, then I press comma, then I'll click a 0. I'll click the false button. I want the exactly match. I'll double click that, then I close my brackets, then I hit enter. As you can see, now I have their first address that when I click here, I change this, it automatically changes. Okay, now I'll just drag and drop, I'll just drop all the way here. As you can see, we have some errors here. Why? Because it just pasted this one into this into this. This one we're going to fix it. Now you just come here and click on that. You come up here in the formula bar. Okay, now where there is C7, I'm going to change this. It should be cell C6. Should be my lookup value. Then also here I'll change it to 3 because my second address, it is in column 3. Remember there. Then I click enter. As you can see, it's now fixed. Then I'll come here again to the last one. Again, I'll change this to cell C6. I'll come here. I'll just write a 4. The email address or the contact, they're in column number 4. I hit enter. Now, as you can see, we have no errors within it. When I just change any company name, it will definitely turn. So that is the first step. Now the second step, we're going to look up, we're going to put our invoices here. So I'll come here, the invoice, under the invoice. This one I'll just write it manually. Let's say it's the invoice number is 1009. You can write anything as you wish. So the invoice date should be today, as in today we are making. So I'll just type an equal sign, then I type today. It will definitely pop up here. Then I'll double click it. Then I'll just close the brackets. I hit enter. As you can see, today is 22/7, 2026. Okay. So the due date, maybe you want this invoice to be due within 15 days. You can put any days you want, maybe 20, maybe 30, maybe in 5 days, as you wish. So you just click, I'll just put 15 days. Okay, I'll just say equal sign this date minus the 15 days. I'll click OK. So it will be due within 15 days. Sorry, here we should put a plus sign, not a minus. Okay, just delete this, put a plus sign. As you can see, now our invoice is due on 6/8, 2026. So it has only 15 days. Okay, now the second part here is to fill our biggest part here. Now within here, we shall mostly use our product sheet. Okay, we shall fill all this information within our product sheet to our invoice down here. Okay, now let's first start with putting some borders here. I'll highlight this. Okay, I come to the home tab. Under the borders, I'll select fill all borders. Okay, so I'll just come here in my first description. This section is where I'm going to put my products. But remember, I want my product to be in drop down list. So that I click here, I just select the product name without manually typing. Let's save some time. Okay, so we shall highlight these cells here. We go to data, we under data, then we select data validation. It will pop up. We select our list. Under the source, we come to our product sheet. Okay, we select it, then we highlight our products, then we click OK. As you can see, now we have a drop down list. Okay, as you can see, it's now, we are about now to completing our invoice. Now under our quantity column here, as you can see, also here I would like to put a drop down list. Now I'll set this like I'll set my list from 0 or from 1 till 10. Okay, so I'll just highlight, do the same thing there. I'll go to the ribbon menu, data tab. I click data validation. I click a list here. Under the source, I'll just start typing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll stop there. Then I click OK. Now, as you can see, we have also a drop down list. When we click on it, we definitely see the names. Now, as you can see, as I go on clicking, one is on the left, one is on the right, one is on the middle. So I'll just highlight this because all this will be in number. I'll just highlight all the cell range. I come here, then I format them, should be in the middle. As you can see, now I have my data there. Okay, so our second task or target will be in unit price. Now remember, when we click here in our product sheet where there is our products within our company, we already have the product price. Okay, we have already the unit price here, the price for each product. So I'll come back here on my invoice. I want to say this, like if this column is equal to this, then should give me the product price here. Okay, and then here we shall again use the VLOOKUP. Okay, I'll just click my first cell here. I'll just start with my equal sign, then I write VLOOKUP. It will definitely pop here. I'll double click it. It will ask me for the lookup value. I'll select my cell B12. Okay, I put a comma there. Then within here, it will ask for the table area. So I'll just type in my product table, product table. Remember, it's already here. I formatted my data into a table and I named my table. So if you format your data into a table, it will be easy for you to use this lookup value without breaking any formula. Okay, so I'll double click it here, as you can see. Then I put a comma here. Now it will ask me for the column number. Okay, where there is my lookup range. So I'll just write column number 2. It is where we have our unit price. Okay, so I'll just click comma. I'll set this to false to give me the exactly match. I'll double click that, then I close my brackets, I hit enter. As you can see, now I have this. When I drag it all the way down, it will give me this NA. We shall come that to fix this. Okay, now in here, as you can see, it gave us here. Now we shall come back here, but when I click on here, as you can see, it's giving me the answers. So how to ignore this NA when the cells are empty? We shall come back here to our first cell where we first wrote our formula. We come back up here to the formula bar here. I'll select here, then I start typing if, then here I'll set some if I double click that. Okay, the logic test. If this cell B12 is equal to space blank, if this column is blank, it has nothing here, then should return nothing. Okay, put in quotation, comma. Okay, then we come back here, we close, we put another bracket, as you can see. Then I'll hit enter. Then I'll just drag it all the way. As you can see, now the NA, they have disappeared. It means we set it if there is nothing here, so shouldn't be anything here. Okay, so we move to our next cell, our taxes. Let's say maybe the tax they have to pay, it is 2%. So within here we shall use a multiplication sign. So I'll click my cell here. I start with my equal sign. I say this cell right here times the quantity, then times 0.02. Click enter. As you can see, then I'll just drag it all the way like that. Now again here we've received an error value. So how to fix it? Click the first cell again. You go up here in the formula bar. Okay, you click here in between the equal sign and the D12. Okay, so I'll start with typing my if function. I'll double click it. Okay, the logic test will be, if my logic test will be cell D12. Okay, if cell D12, if cell C12, sorry, is equal to blank cell, then it should be blank. Okay, comma, I'll click my mouse here, then I come to the end of it, I close my blanket, I hit enter, then I'll double click it again. As you can see, my errors have disappeared. Now the next step is to calculate our taxes without our totals without taxes. Okay, so I'll just come into this column here. Okay, I'll just click on the first cell here, then I start with my equal sign. So my totals without taxes will be this cell here, the unit price, times the quantity. That's all. Then I hit enter. Then I'll drag the formula all the way down. As you can see again here, we've received some errors. So just go in the first cell, come in the formula bar, click there, start writing your if statement. It will pop up here, double click it. The logic test will be, if this cell, if our cell D12 is equal to empty cell, then should be empty. I'll close with a bracket, I hit enter, then I'll just double click it. As you can see, the errors have disappeared. Okay, Now our next step is to calculate our subtotal, the tax and the total amount all together. So I'll just come here, I click this cell right here. I'll calculate the subtotal. I'll just start with my equal sign. I'll say sum function. It will appear here. I'll double click it. I would say sum from number from this cell here all the way up. Okay, close my bracket. I hit enter. Then my taxes, I'll do the same equals sum. I'll double click my function. This up to here. I close it. I hit enter. Then my total money will be, I'll click my equal sign, this cell here, okay, plus this cell here. I hit enter. Okay, now here I wrote some ADs, but my currency is in dollars, so I'll just ignore this. Then I hit enter. Again, I will delete here. As you can see, now we're done with our invoice. Now if you just come here, easy, you just click any product you want, you just fill it with a drop down list. Easy. How many quantities, you just click how many quantity you wanted, as simple as this. So this is how we generate the invoice. Okay, and it updates automatically. So let's finish up. Let's adjust this column we did here so that we can see our text. Okay, let's adjust this column here. Hold on, I'll just highlight here. I come to the home tab, I put the bottom border right here. Okay, let's make it nice. So I'll just highlight all my information here. Then I come to the home tab, I put a think out border. After that, I'll just come here to the view tab. Okay, I'll remove the grid lines. As you can see, I highlight my invoice again. I come to the page layout. This is very important if you want to print your invoice. Then I'll come to the page layout. Under the print area, I'll set this, set print area. I'll set this as a print area so that when I press Ctrl P, it will automatically come in here. Okay, so guys, that's how we generate the invoice within our Excel. And the best and the good thing within the Excel, you can easily manage your business, the entire business, with only Excel. Okay, thank you, keep in touch, follow for more.